I subtly set up my camera in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, I swear this is illegal. You can't just be putting secret cameras in somebody's house. Hello everybody, it's Yammy, and recently I've been craving to watch some more of these silly, true animated stories. I do this because we know they're not true. Let's be real. So this story is by the one and only Dory Story. I'm gonna leave a link to their channel in the description. Do make sure to check them out. There's a bunch of crazy stories like this over on their channel. But do I have a treat for you guys today? Oh yes, I do. This story is called I Spent the Night at Kylie Jenner's House. I saw everything. What is there to see at Kylie Jenner's house? That's what I'm wondering. So with this story is apparently from before she had a baby with Travis Scott, and it's about this guy who's a mega fan of Kylie, and I'm guessing he broke into her house. I don't know. It's really creepy. Let's get into it.
I'm David, and I'm 21.
Hi David, 21. I'm Yammy, 26. Every time I say that, it reminds me of how old I am and how time is fleeting.
Do you have an idol who you'd be ready to do something crazy for?
No. Crazy for? No, David, I don't. What do you mean by that? I'm scared.
More than anyone, I love Kylie Jenner.
Who doesn't love Kylie Jenner? I mean, I don't love her, but I appreciate her. She's a very pretty girl and she has a makeup line. I feel like a lot of people appreciate Kylie Jenner. She is a huge celebrity. Everybody knows who she is.
From morning till night, I leaf through her Instagram pics and watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, wow.
I even have a collection of magazines which interviewed or mentioned her and her beauty products.
It's kind of scary just how much these animations look like Kylie Jenner. Each one of these pictures, you can tell, is Kylie Jenner, and I don't know why. I can't explain it. It's creepily realistic.
If this seems a little ridiculous or strange to you, then you'll be completely blown away by my story.
Come on then, tell us.
I don't know how not to like Kylie. Most of my colleagues, and even my friends, laugh at me because of it. None of them got upset when she started dating the rapper Tyga. And none of them were as overjoyed as I was when they broke up. Were they blind? To be honest, I didn't even care that much about their jokes. Kylie is the coolest girl in the world, and I just knew one day that we would meet.
This guy is crazy, and I think he needs help, serious help. Does he seriously think he has a chance with Kylie Jenner? Because if he does, yes, he's crazy.
I thought about it and came to the realization, to get Kylie's attention, I needed to get on the Forbes Top 100 list or walk on the red carpet at a Hollywood event.
How is that gonna happen?
This wouldn't even be that big of a problem.
What?
I'd just become a famous actor. I mean, just because I'm delivering pizzas at the moment doesn't mean I couldn't become a huge star.
I mean, shoot for your dreams, my friend. Go ahead. But you're making it seem like it's just easy to become a Hollywood actor. When it's not, you're a pizza guy. How are you going to do it?
Lots of celebrities started out almost homeless.
Of course.
To make my dream come true, I started acting class and started going to auditions. I wasn't very lucky, and sometimes I thought I'd be delivering pizza for the rest of my life.
You shouldn't have started your acting career because you want to meet Kylie Jenner. That's crazy. You should only be an actor if you want to be an actor. This guy is crazy. This guy is officially off the rails.
But I had to remember the positives. That I live just 30 miles from Hollywood. That I'm a decent-looking guy, and that I also have a talent to be able to do lots of different voices. The casting agents were never that impressed when I did voices, but my customers of my pizza job were just thrilled. Imagine answering the intercom and hearing Pierce Brosnan tell you your anchovy pizza has arrived. I could have gotten great tips for my talents if I hadn't been delivering pizza to the wretched outskirts of Los Angeles, where only students and blue-collar workers live. But my time was going to come one day. A colleague of mine fell sick.
Oh no.
And for a couple of days, I covered their route, delivering pizzas to the wealthiest areas of the city. I was getting ready for another order when my boss called me over. David, today is your lucky day. Guess who just ordered a pizza?
Don't tell me Kylie Jenner has placed an order for a pizza. Would Kylie really do that? Wouldn't she just have chefs in her house who can cook her a pizza? Does she really have to order pizza like everyone else? I thought the richest of the rich had personal chefs. What's going on, Kylie?
Kylie Jenner.
Of
My
course.
jaw dropped at the news. Fortunately, I had washed my hair just that morning.
Wow, because washing your hair is a big deal, isn't it? Oh my gosh. What has washing your hair got to do with anything?
And I looked amazing. My chance had finally come. I also remembered my little hidden camera I bought for casting and auditions.
That's so creepy.
Oh, how useful I was that day.
Oh no.
Once the pizza was ready, I went over to Kylie's luxurious mansion and rang the doorbell. Inside, I could hear music playing loudly, and I began to think no one had heard me ring. After 5 minutes, the door opened.
The door opened on its own? What the heck? Magic doors? Yes, didn't you know that rich people have automatic doors?
On the threshold, instead of the magnificent Kylie, there was a guy, really muscle man that looked like a security guard. He looked down at me and told me to take the pizza into the kitchen. I hadn't even dreamed of getting into Kylie's house, but here I was. This was the door handle she would have touched.
Oh no.
That was the floor she would have walked on.
He's so creepy.
And there was the kitchen where she made her sandwiches.
Oh,
The whole house was full of people, but
it's a
none
party.
of them paid me any attention. I'd never seen a party as off the hook as this.
Why did the security guard just let him in? Why didn't he just take the pizza himself? Why? It was such a bad idea because now Kylie's #1 fan is just roaming around her house.
Everywhere you looked, there were gorgeous girls. But I couldn't see Kylie anywhere. Kylie, I hope you can forgive me, but I just had to.
What?
I subtly set up my camera in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, I swear this is illegal. You can't just be putting secret cameras in somebody's house. This guy is very scary.
I was going to learn a lot more about Kylie than her mom and her followers. I made for a hasty exit, but some guy stopped me at the door. I froze. He was about to ask about the camera, wasn't he? But no. Instead, he asked if I wanted a drink.
Oh my goodness.
I was about to say no, but then it struck me. Why not have some fun? It was a fun and crazy night.
Are you allowed to do that if you're on shift, my friend? Aren't you meant to be delivering pizzas?
While I was looking for Kylie, the people at the party were constantly filling up my glass.
Oh, he's getting drunk.
After a couple of cocktails, I felt a lot more liberated. And I started to show people my talent. Voices. I did an amazing Al Pacino.
I love how everyone is listening to his voice impressions and are just giving him the thumbs up. Imagine if that was your reaction. He's drunk at the party, he's trying to show off. Everyone stood around him like, good one, mate. That's really good. How embarrassing.
Everyone laughed and asked for an encore. Again and again.
Are you sure they're laughing with you or laughing at you? Because there's a difference, my friend. And I'm starting to think they're laughing at you.
I was the star of the party.
Oh no.
I'm just sorry that Kylie didn't see this. When she entered the room, it was already towards the end of the night. She was so luxurious and so blurry.
Blurry?
I only saw her from the back, and I wanted to run over to her, but my legs gave way, and then I don't remember anything.
How embarrassing. He goes to his idol's house, gets super drunk, and passes out before he even gets a chance to say hello. And that is why we don't drink when we're meant to be delivering pizzas. A scenario that I'll probably never be in.
I woke up the next morning with the mother of all hangovers. Strangers asleep all around me. I was afraid to even think what I'd done that night. So I grabbed my jacket and ran home. I was pretty sure she'd be angry that the pizza delivery guy, who wasn't on the guest list, had crashed her party.
Probably.
My head hurt terribly. But I was so happy and so proud of myself.
I don't get it then. What did he see? He spent the night there, like the title said, but he didn't see anything. He saw the back of her. The secret camera, though. That's still there, watching, illegally.
At work, I told all of my colleagues that I'd spent the night at Kylie Jenner's house.
I'm surprised you didn't get fired. You should have been working.
My colleagues laughed and didn't believe me at all. But I had evidence. My video from the kitchen of the star herself. I gathered everyone into our staff room and turned on the recording. I was sure that now everyone would see how amazing Kylie is and would follow all her social media accounts.
Or maybe they'd see what a massive creep you are and that you should probably go to jail. You shouldn't be spying on people. No, that's just weird.
Just like me. In the video, the door to the kitchen opened and in the frame appeared...
Who is that?
A fat old man in a towel. This was a nightmare. All the other delivery guys laughed at me. And most of all, my ugly boss reveled in the fat man in the towel. Is this the Kylie that you spent the night with? The love of your life, isn't she?
Too funny.
What an idiot. There's no way you'll work in Hollywood. You'll be delivering pizzas all your life.
To be honest, that is a little rude of the boss. Way to make someone feel like they're worthless.
He burst out laughing and told me how cleverly he had fooled me. It turned out that that wasn't Kylie Jenner's house. This was my boss's idea of a joke.
Oh my goodness.
And the fact that I saw her from the back had just been my drunken imagination. I'd never felt like such an idiot.
So he never went to Kylie Jenner's house. So I've been clickbaited by this story. And so in turn, you've been clickbaited by this story. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Story, how could you?
I even thought that maybe my boss was right. I'm a terrible actor, and it was becoming pretty clear that me and Kylie were not on the same path. She's a star, a millionaire, a beauty icon, and I'm just a stupid pizza delivery boy. With a sigh, I put on my jacket, collected another pizza, and went to deliver to another house in the poor part of the city.
I know he's creepy, and I know he has an unhealthy obsession with Kylie Jenner, but in this moment, I kind of feel bad for him. Should I? Probably not, but do I? Yes.
Suddenly, I found a stack of papers in my jacket pocket. I took them out and froze in shock.
Why?
They were business cards. The business cards of famous producers. There were names on them that I'm afraid to say. It wasn't for nothing that I was at that party. That same day, I called one of the producers. He remembered me and told me that I did some wonderful impressions that night. We carried on talking, and you'll never guess what I have tomorrow.
No way.
An audition. The producer said it's just a formality, that the real audition of my talents had been at that party. But still, wish me luck. I'd likely start as an understudy, but this is the first step of my acting career.
But I want to know, who was the fat old man? The mystery still continues.
Perhaps me and Kylie's paths will cross. I just know they will. Except, do you think I should tell her this story when it does?
No, I think she'd run. Wow, that story was crazy and creepy and just pure strange. At times, I felt bad for the creepy man. At times, I really did hope that he got to meet his idol. But in the end, it was just a fat old man in a towel. Moral of the story, don't put secret cameras in people's houses, don't get drunk when you're meant to be working, and don't try to show off to your friends. Anyway guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. Also check out Dory's story, link is in the description, and if you want to watch another video of mine, you can click here and let's go watch it together.